Hello and welcome to KDP with a Twist podcast. I'm Tammie Chrin, a self-publishing enthusiast, and I'm dedicated to helping you grow your business by adding a new twist to the KDP self-publishing world. I've been branding booklets for businesses since 2018. I'm the founder of KDP for B2B, which stands for Kindle Direct Publishing for Business to Business. We'll explore how to leverage your KDP self-publishing skills by helping businesses create branded booklets featuring their content. If you're interested in starting and growing your own KDP for B2B business, you've come to the right place. I'll introduce you to a few ways that you can get paid to help businesses create their own branded booklets without keywords or ads. Yes, that's right, without keywords or ads. This is what I call a triple win. The business elevates its brand, adds value to its customers, and stands out from their competition. You get paid a setup fee for each book created, plus you can make money for every book sold. And customers feel as though they have received a gift and something they will use and love. Join me every Tuesday as I will share some practical tips and advice on how you can get your own KDP for B2B adventure started. Are you ready? Let's go. Welcome to KDP with a Twist. I'm Tammie Chrin, and today I'm going to talk to you about something that has come up several times about, do people still use books? Do they still want paper, journals, trackers, logs, all those things? And I had a meeting with a marketing manager, and she was telling me that their company was going all paperless, like they were not going to have any paper. And the funny thing is, now they want to go back to more of a balance, having, paper, either, like the people like have folders and papers they can sign and, track and do everything. And I'll be talking today to her about creating a branded booklet for them. And they were saying that they had all these informational cards for their business and they got rid of them, but they noticed that people were still interested in having a physical paper with information. So I just thought this was a great topic to talk about, because I think the businesses now are finding out not everybody wants just digital and not everybody just wants paper. I think we're coming to a understanding that it's nice to have both. Not every customer likes to write it down. Some people want to do it digitally. Some people want to have a hard copy. So it just depends on the business. But what I'm telling you is I'm finding businesses that are really finding that fine line where they want to have this marketing material made for them in both versions, digital and in paper. And that I thought was very interesting, especially as we're building our KDP for B2B business and talking to, marketing agents or owners of businesses or anything like that. And if that question comes up, I would highly suggest saying, we are finding that both parties, have a paper version and a digital version. And this came up years ago when I was doing the first book I did was creating it for gyms. And I was creating this book for gyms. And that was kind of my thought too, was everything is digital. Like everybody's working out, they track their food, they track their workout, they track everything on their phones, on their digital, platforms. And so I was working out, I took a look around and I just looked around the room. And this was a few years ago, or 2018 now. Gosh, time goes by. And I took a look around, and it was like amazing to see how many people were actually writing in just notebooks. And so that's even how this all came about with the KDP for B2B, is branding the booklets for businesses. So I noticed that even though we have a digital way to track everything, something about writing it down. And I've talked to other people with planners, and it's not an age thing. I've noticed that it's, young to older people. Everybody has certain ways they like to track things. And maybe they have a digital version and a booklet or something they could write and track it down. Sometimes it's just a piece of paper they're using to track something. So where I'm going with this is, if you feel like we've just arrived to a digital market and that is the only thing that people are using, I have to disagree with you, because I have been out there, really asking that question quite a bit. And now I'm finding that, yes, it was like, well, we're just going to do paperless. That's all we want to do, paperless, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. And now it's shifting back to having a balance of both. So there's so much opportunity for you to take your KDP skills and really add this income stream by branding these booklets for businesses. They don't know much about this process. And so there's so much opportunity out there for you that you can capitalize on using your KDP skills, creating these branded booklets. And if you think that digital's just taking over, it's not. I'm here to tell you there is so many ways to have a balance of both. And the business owners are really finding out that people really like to track things or write things down, or a notebook with their brand on it, a journal or whatever. We talk about this a lot in all of the other videos I have, but I just wanted to share that little tip with you, that if you think people are really only digital, that is not true. And it's not just an age gap. It can be, I've met older people who are all digital. I've met younger people who will not do digital anything. And so there's a nice balance to it. So you want to serve the customer. So when you're talking to that business owner, this is something I would bring up if this came up about digital versus hard copies. And I find that more businesses are finding that nice balance for it. So let me know in the comments what you think of a digital versus paper. Do you see what I'm seeing? I know I've been checking around and asking lots of questions, and people are just like, they like both. They like both for certain things. So why not have that be available for the business's customers? Don't just cut them, the businesses shouldn't cut off, oh, we're only using digital. I think they're really coming around and finding that both work really well for different markets. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Drop it in the comments what you think. If you want to jump into starting this business, branding these booklets for businesses, watch my other videos on YouTube or on my podcast channel at KDP with a Twist. And you can there's so much opportunity. I just want to share this with you all the time, and go out there and ask those questions yourself just for fun, and drop, like I said, let me know in the comments. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm seeing. They're really craving to have sort of, I was just talking to my husband about this, old school, like vinyl records are back. People want to have kind of that tangible feel, that feel good type thing, and booklets do that and brand them for the business. So get on my on my email list, because that's where you're going to get a lot of information about how I can help you accelerate this business. I've been doing this since 2018. I can really help you move this along. So I will drop it in the show notes of how to get on my email list, so that you can stay in touch with me and we can keep building your business and move forward branding booklets for businesses. Love this. It's so exciting. Like I said, I'm excited to talk to this marketing agent today. I'll keep you posted on how it all goes, but it just takes this little bit of shift in the idea that not everything is digital. All right. Have a fabulous day, and thanks for joining me today. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you know anybody else struggling with KDP and not making sales, or even having trouble with ads and keywords, please share KDP with a Twist podcast, or have them subscribe to my YouTube channel. At KDP with a Twist podcast, I will be going over lots of strategies every Tuesday, and I'll be putting this information into small chunks, so it'll make it easier to digest. And then you can get started making money with KDP for B2B ASAP. For more information, go to my website. Make sure you get on the email list so you can stay in the loop with all things KDP. My website name is my name, Tammie Chrin. That's it, TammieChrin.com. TammieChrin.com. It'll also be in the transcripts below. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. And thank you for your time, and bye for now.